right. Music is up. Let me know if it's too loud, too soft. Okay, Wenches, welcome to the Wenches of Waydora Season 5. When last we wenched, last season, we're going to give you a bit of a recap for kind of the whole season as an overall so that you know kind of where the arc went if you forgot and where you are at now. So, we started season 4 with a celebration in Northwind, Northwind being the capital of Waydora, the continent that you're on. Emperor Darren Daratha had reclaimed his throne. All of that stuff happened. There were 32 flaming cows at some point. We won't get into that. But essentially, the Emperor quested the Wenches to destroy Diabris. That's kind of what came out of that. And so before you set off on your quest, you met Xander and Xerxes at the Celebration Festival. You got some information on the Feywild from the restricted section in the library. You traveled with your new companion, Xander and Xerxes, on an airship with Captain Tush to a Fey crossing located in Vori. You also met the Churnwoods. The Churnwoods, I should say, traveled with you west because they were going to Westwind City to pick new leadership after you heard about the Kraken attack that pretty much destroyed the city and Prince Sharpard with it. And that was kind of the last you heard of the Churnwoods as you skydived out of the airship and found your way into the Fey crossing over into the Feywild, specifically Genesis. There in Genesis, you met a strange elemental with various powers known as the Anomaly. She was running from Earth elementals. You guys also helped her escape. She was very aloof, mysterious character. She gave you some information about the elemental war that was going on in Genesis. And you traveled with her kind of to Vori. At some point you dropped her or she left mysteriously before your fight with the Elder Tempest, which is what destroyed Valdrick's beloved Sevenfur dancing sword. But some good news, you found Miss Margaret there, a blink cat, which Calliope took a liking to and adopted so lovingly.
Oh, baby.
After your fight with the Elder Tempest and all that, you came across a silver obelisk, which was a grisly scene with a silver ancient dragon slain, laying in its own blood, and you also saw the mark of Diabris in the snow there. Kind of the aftermath of that. Skipping ahead, you went to Vori. You met Hezron, the leader of the Snow Elves there. You also met Adelaide, who had ended up in the Feywild, just like you had. You discovered at that point that there was some weird time differences going on between the Feywild, Genesis, and the material world of Erdania. You also met Ren Firestrife and the 5 Snow Elves that helped save what was left, I guess you could say, of Westwind. They helped destroy the Kraken, but not after it destroyed the city. You also gained Calliope's memories. You learned about her brother Calamity, and that she has a brother in captivity. Hezron quested you guys to go get Calamity out. Also told you about the 4 rings, which is now your new quest to collect the 4 elemental rings of air, earth, water, and fire. Hezron also was... You told him about the anomaly, and he was like, that's terrible news that she escaped imprisonment. And you guys were like, oh my gosh, she's in prison, why? And then there was kind of that whole thing. A little bit mysterious there as you left Vori to go through the Valewood to Stonehaven. You fought through the Mist Warden, Skippy, the Quickling died, all of that. You met a Twivel along the way. She was just bebopping around. Eventually you made your way to Stonehaven. You deceived your way, if I may recall, with the chains. And you met the king of the Earth Elementals there and Prince Dante. Long story short, you broke out Calliope's brother. You broke him out of prison, and you got the ring there. Xander and Xerxes also helped you guys get out, and you had collected this mass of NPCs and other player characters as you left um, the prison and traveled back to Vori. That mass of people was the four of you, along with Xander Xerxes, Proud Shadow, one of the bounty hunters from Jagmeister, somehow ended up in the prison, Clevity, Calliope's brother, Renfire Strife, and how could we forget Greg? Greg the guard. Freaking Greg.
Greg!
Throwing out for Greg.
Oh, I did forget about Greg.
Long story short, you went back to Vori, you kind of tied things up with Hezron, and teleported back to Phantasmo, where most of the NPCs kind of parted ways, and Xander kind of opened up a little to Anya about Anya's mother, and Anya discovered really Xander's intentions with delivering her this obsidian dragon egg, which eventually hatched into Tiernan. Anya built a grow with me car seat kind of thing, backpack that Tiernan grew with, and eventually grew into a fuller dragon. Which, as you realize, getting in and out of the Feywild, this dragon had grown at escalated speeds. But learning about Xerxes and Xander, you realize that domesticating a dragon, they will never grow to their fullest because they're domesticated. So anyways, you guys then traveled, you're going from Material World to Feywild, from Feywild to Phantasmo, now from Phantasmo to the City of Brass in the Plane of Fire. There you hooked up with Mojo. He kind of showed you around town. You guys got some cool magical tattoos. You went to the freaking Emporium. Got some weird stuff. Got some toe rings, actually. But saw some weird stuff with Mogwai. Mojo's Khajiit, the freaking Tabaxi counterpart. You then requested by a street vendor named Sadiq to go get a treasure hoard to help pay for this crazy artifact that he had known as the Scum Saver, which basically helps you go back an hour in time after failing a combat, essentially, and all dying. Long story short, there you defeated a red dragon named Cognac, but as you were taking the treasure hoard out, you were intercepted by Grand Sultan Zoltar himself, leader, tyrant of the City of Brass in the Plane of Fire. After some combat, some back and forth, an incredible Hail Mary play, probably the best play of the season, Solara cast Divine Intervention. In my opinion, it was the craziest moment. Divine Intervention, Kalimvor intervened and basically gave all you guys your hit points and health back, but made a statement right then and there that you ladies are not just mortals. You are demigods to be reckoned with at this point, as you're kind of reaching level 13, level 14, starting to get into the higher levels. Power recognizes power, as Grand Sultan Zoltar was like, hold on guys, as his group of Ifrit, Brass Guard, paused and said, let's make a deal, because that was crazy. You made a deal with the Sultan. He gave you the second elemental ring of fire. So you now have collected the elemental ring of water from Clevity. Calliope has that. Solara has the elemental ring of fire, and there are two left to be had. The Grand Sultan kind of gave you a little ultimatum at the end and was like, don't ever show your face here again. Teleported you back to Erdania, to the continent of Waydora, specifically to your new manor, Fateborn Manor, nestled, a nice big secluded castle, essentially nestled on the western shores of the Azure Sea, on the east coast of Waydora. Back to Fateborn Manor, you guys kind of got a tour. You met your groundskeeper, Cal. He's a great guy. He deserves to be paid more. And you met your security team of 5 Waydorian guards, basically the royal guards of Northwind were stationed here, led by Gibby, and there was some fantasizing about them, but eventually you kind of recollected yourselves after all this travel, all of this battle. Recollected yourselves and are like, all right, let's recalibrate where to next. You decided to travel north along the Azure Sea the next day after some training and sparring that Anna and Xander had, a little sexual tension there in the morning. But you eventually traveled along the North Sea, the Azure Sea north, and at that point stumbled upon Phantasmo Circus, which was under siege and on fire. You quickly sprang to action, and this is where we left off last season, the finale of the Githyanki, that were riding red dragons, scorching the Phantasmo Circus and the tents and the people. You realized that there was a show going on. The spectators were getting scorched alive, screaming. It was chaos. You jumped into battle, fought these Githyanki, and there were 4 of them. Each one had something about them that made them seem not themselves. They had different colored eyes. They kind of were speaking in like this double tone, and after you defeated each one, there was a mist, that essence that left their body and were sucked back into Diabris as he showed up in his true fashion, the ring that he shows up in. Now the 3rd time you've seen it. Once in Northwind, his demon fire circle of his sigil, you could say, when he showed up at the masquerade ball, 32 cows and all that. And the 2nd time you saw it, but didn't see him, you saw it at the Silver Obelisk, where that ancient silver dragon was defeated. And now a 3rd time here on the beaches of the Azure Sea, he showed up with his massive long chains, necrotic chains, as he went straight for Anya. Said something about, I'm gonna take her, get the key, you guys kill the rest. And was giving orders to these Githyanki who were under his control. As the essences were absorbed back into his armor, each jewel lit up. There was 4 jewels as he collected his, whatever it was, essence that was controlling these Githyanki back into his armor, beat Anya to a pulp, and teleported her away, but not before leaving Phantasmo Circus asunder, thus causing more casualties than just the spectators themselves, one of which was Gibbons, the half hobgoblin, half giant creature that was one of the main worker of the Phantasmo Circus, but also Valdrick's longtime fatherly figure that she looked up to, Sir Grimwick Fancy Squall.
Can I not cast like Revivify on him or anything? He's like dead. Is it like a,
Yeah, so to fill in Solar, because
Okay.
Amber,
Sorry.
Amber was not here last session, so I kind of controlled Solara. We did do a medicine check on Grimwick, and the medicine check was so high that Valdrick was able to tell that his silver cord was sliced.
He was in the
No,
astral plane.
that's just rude.
That's
I
fucked up.
can fix just about anything. I can still bring him back. I mean,
Essentially,
I don't know what he'll be.
you guys have
We buried him.
you guys have encountered these Githyanki before. You know that they are astral pirates, basically pirates of the astral plane. And why was Grimwick in the astral plane, you ask? He was, you guys are on the material world, but in your guys' shows, Valdrick knows that Grimwick is such a centerpiece of this because of this particular show that he does, where he jumps in and out of the astral plane, oohing and awing audiences far and wide, and that's why so many people were here to see this act of him jumping in and out. And Gibbons kind of helps just by being there and assisting as he can, but Grimwick was kind of in and out of the astral plane as this Githyanki attacked, and he has the silver greatsword that sliced the silver sword. Statistically speaking, if a Gith crits on you in the astral plane, it's a bad news. So this is essentially what happened
So
to
there's
him.
it's like a 0% chance that we could save him.
It is.
I'm
mean,
just
we
saying I
buried
can
it.
at least keep his body from decomposing.
You
Okay.
he was
All right,
buried.
he's dead.
You
dead.
can dig him up if you
Fine.
would like.
Wasn't Amber also dead in the front of the circus? Because I feel like that was also part of it, because she was kind of
Yeah,
shell-shocked.
I think you were
He
unconscious.
got
and-
knocked
okay.
out.
I think you got knocked out and people were helping you,
Fine.
and it was... Grimrook had this whole moment with
I'm just
Valdrick
making
of,
sure.
of like...
Alright.
Yeah. So...
It was,
that-
he made us cry.
It was very
Well,
traumatic.
don't touch my father, Xavier, alright?
We'll see.
I have father, like,
What? You mentioned it.
I cry to any
guess
movie
it's
where
like-
the dad dies.
Well,
Chris is like, write that down. Write that
Okay.
down.
don't
From
cross me.
Calliope's memories, her dad was a dick, so you can murder him, I guess.
Dang.
You
Alright.
can try to kill Drake if you really want to.
I think Drake would kill him.
Same with Fury. You can try. You can certainly
You
try.
can certainly try.
You can always try.
So, we begin
No more
season-
funny business.
You guys are getting to the higher
Now it's time for
levels.
sad girl hours.
This is the end game now. I'm gonna assume there's probably about 2 more seasons until you guys are like maxed, but we'll see.
Oh no.
We're starting tonight, season 5, episode 1, Wenches. With Anya.
My gosh, that music! Oh my gosh!
Anya. You finally come to consciousness after who knows how long. You are cold, beaten, bloodied, face first in snow. You kind of open your eyes a bit. Make a perception check. First roll of season 5. Kind of get your bearings.
29.
Yeah. You find yourself on the edge of a cold, cold river, near freezing. There is this river knifing through this snowy landscape. You kind of brush yourself off, get up on one knee, kind of look around, gain your bearings. Your captor is nowhere to be found. In fact, there's no one anywhere to be found. There are mountains in the distance, trees. You find yourself in this kind of forest with this this river, and you look across, and you can see 2 Twin Peaks mountains in the distance. And you turn back around, and there is a log cabin, not 50 feet from you.
Does this look like Bori? Is this like reminiscent of?
With a 29, it's hard to tell because Vori was so nestled in the snowy landscape. It's not, you don't see any sort of civilization. In fact, this log cabin is completely different architecture than the buildings of Vori, if that helps. So take that as you will. You could just be on the other side of a mountain from Vori, you're not really sure. It all kind of, you're also very disheveled.
Okay.
But alive. You're,
I have like full health. I've got like full spells. Like, I'm just like off or what?
I mean, you... Yeah, I mean, I would say you have gained the benefits of a full rest, but you realize that you had some help. There's no way you had survived all of that. You feel weak where the hooks dug into you, and you feel that necrotic coldness spreading from where the hooks had dug into you, and you kind of did we freeze? Oh, we're back. We froze. Where the hooks dug in, there's you kind of pull your armor aside, kind of rub your hand over it, and there are gashes, even with full health, whatever. There's like blackened veins that have kind of spread. Your sunblade is warm.
Okay, do I feel Kiernan at all near me?
You don't see him anywhere. You were not sure if... I don't know if your bond is that strong enough with your dragon yet to tell if that, you know, if you can tell with your sunblade if he's near.
I can communicate within, I think it's a mile? Hold on, sorry, I should have. I think it's within a mile. I can talk to him telepathically.
Okay, what do you want to say? And is it in Draconic? Well, I guess it's telepathic.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, telepathically within 1 mile of you. I'll just kind of reach out and just say, Tiernan, are you near? Can you hear me?
So, okay. You say that. You wait just a few moments before
Oh gosh.
and on the third thud, you see a talon hook over the apex of the log cabin. Another talon digs in, and rising from behind the cabin, above, perched on the small roof, completely out of the sizes do not align, as this massive platinum dragon rises and rises and rises until 100 feet, 150 feet at full length, perched on the top of this cabin, about 180 feet tall. Piercing blue eyes looking straight at you. Definitely can tell that you're there. With each breath, just cones of steam shooting from its nostrils in this cold weather. Obviously your sunblade is much warmer now. The hilt, it has a tail as it kind of curls around, but as it did its two little whips, the tail is about the same length as the entire dragon itself. Massive platinum dragon perched on this cabin, staring straight at you. Not Tiernan.
In Draconic, I'll say, do you also serve Bahamut?
Serve Bahamut. My child. Bahamut is a name that you dare not speak without knowing who you are referring to.
You want to enlighten me then?
I do not serve Bahamut. I have been called many names, as I'm sure you are curious. Zymor of the Draconic Pantheon. Marduk of the Antharic Pantheon. But my child, you may call me Bahamut.
Fucking knew it.
Guess you can't serve yourself. That tracks. I've actually been tasked to summon you to the immortal plane of Gridania. We wouldn't happen to be there right now, would we?
He looks down at the cabin, kind of cocks his head. Come inside and find out. So you go inside?
Yeah, I mean, big dragon. Gonna listen to the big dragon.
What else am I gonna do, man?
The rest of you. As the rain continues to pour, not as heavy, a little bit softer now, but still the remnants of the rage that was Diamor as he entered the fray late, as Valdric pointed out. Still in shock of what just transpired, Phantasmo and half of the spectators gone in the instant of a breath attack. Gibbons, dead. Grimwick, also deceased. Solara assisted. You all are conscious now, and Anya is gone. The Demon Brothers stand there, helpless, but kind of in the background, talking to each other. Lilith and Arangelo putting the final touches on the grave, in the makeshift grave in the center of what once was the big top tent of Phantasmo. Kind of put a makeshift stake in the ground over Gibbons, another stake in the ground over Grimwick's makeshift graves. Scorched earth all around, bodies, blackened parts of the beach, as the remnants of the tent fire dies out from the rain. What do you guys want to do?
Come here. You two. Come here.
They
What's their plan?
look at each other and they... Oh, are you talking to the
Oh,
Demon Brothers or the...
Who are you talking
No, I'm
to?
talking to the wenches.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Just want to clarify.
Yeah, there's too many
We were-
peers that you can talk to.
We're going to
Okay.
get her. We have to.
Oh, immediately. I don't know what everybody else here is doing, and I don't give a shit. I'm gonna take out a map of Waydora, Chris, and I want to lay it in front of me.
Okay.
I would like to do several things.
Oh gosh.
The very first thing that Valdric wants to try to do I know, because Anya told us everything that she knew, right, about the dragon stuff?
We would have, yeah.
Depends which dragon stuff. You mean...
I'm talking about the obelisks, specifically.
Yeah.
We know where the obelisks are?
At least, at the very least, during your time at Fateborn, with everything kind of... Are we freezing? Can you still hear me? Frick. Okay. Am I back?
Yeah, but it's only for a couple of seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the very least, your time spent planning at Fateborn and just recalibrating after everything, I would say you guys have spent time talking about your adventures in the obelisks.
Okay. So we know their locations. Roughly. Cool.
Yeah. There was...
The first thing...
I think there was one on the map that wasn't actually on the map, and that was the one in Vori, the silver obelisk. Maybe it is on the map, I'm not sure, but continue.
I want to try to, like, connect the dots on the obelisks on these maps. I've already done it on my phone and can send it to you if you want. I'm trying to make any sort of identifiable shape or rune or letter. I've got Solara and Calliope with me as well, so can we combine like all of our knowledge of all of the languages that we know together, to see if we can identify any like symbol or anything in the way that we're combining these?
Yeah, so you want to...
We're trying to sort out what the obelisks mean. And after this, if this doesn't work, we would also like to try to intersect lines over the obelisks and see if there's like a point that they like meet up over top of each other.
Yeah. Okay. So you pull out the map. There's no cover, so it's kind of getting rained on. You might try to... There are still the wagons that are intact, so maybe you go over to one of the wagons to get away from the rain at least. Yeah, it's a huddle. So you go in, you just kind of pick any wagon. Oddly enough, there in one of the wagons is a cowering Pimble Lunacore, of course. Cowering from combat, you're in the middle of like, I have this idea, I need to try to get it out. Oh my gosh, now I have to, Or maybe you're like, however you see that. But he is whimpering in a wagon.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, man.
Voldrick, you've come back. The Storm Man. All of you. I can't bear.
Oh, you know what you could have bared? Me burying our friends. You could have helped me to bear that. Or better yet, you could have bared the weight of battle that we all just went through, because obviously you heard it happening. Am I wrong? Am I missing something?
The friends? What friends? Who?
I'm gonna rehash him everything that happened from the time we showed up to the time that I pulled up into that tent and they dropped dead, to me burying them just moments ago.
He pushes past you, runs out into the rain, sees the destruction, kind of goes from in fear to now in shock. Turns around to say something, and Orangelo socks him right in the nose. Orangelo! How dare you! And then Lilith slaps him again. Oh! And what would you have me do with my top hat and monocle? I have no weaponry. I am but a businessman.
And you didn't even try to go and get help, Pimble. Not a hoot, not a holler. Hiding away.
Yes, Where would I have gone? I have no magical means to call. I have no... I'm sorry.
Do you have a way to contact a Twivel?
Yes, but I must be back in Phantasmo Hollow, the pocket dimension that it resides in. I can't do it from here.
Well, then you need to go back. You need to contact a Twivel. And you need to tell her that she needs to come back to Phantasmo.
She's safe where she's at. She's in Genesis, is what she told me. Somewhere in the Feywild.
And that's lovely, but now she has to be here to protect the Phantasmo Circus, and I clearly need to... Oh, God. Not coming back isn't going to stop them from coming here.
And what is
Something.
Mojo? Where's Mojo?
We left him in the
Only
fireplace.
Mojo knows where Mojo is.
Yeah, who knows
He
what
was
Mojo
checking
is.
on his toe emporium.
So he is safe with Mogwai.
If he's still there.
I don't know what to say. Initially selfishly thinking of how I will never financially recover from all this, but
That's the problem right now.
Okay.
this is more than just a business. I know. It's just how I think. It's what keeps us running. It's what keeps us entertaining and fulfilling the legacy of the Phantasma.
You know, I have never felt less like entertaining than I do in this very moment, and that's right up there actually with when Diamor left. In this moment I feel that all happiness has been sucked from the world, and I do fully intend on reaping the time that I am losing in this darkness from the flesh of the man who has inflicted it upon us. But I need to make sure that I pass on the final message that a Twivel needs to take over Phantasmo. And you're right, everyone should stay away for now until that man is dead, maybe. Or maybe better protections need to be put up around the hollow. I don't know the answer. All I know right now is that we have to go and save our friend and kill a very, very bad man.
Do you think the Hollow is endangered? I haven't been back there. I've been on tour with the performers. Only Tommy Two Tails could be in danger.
Tommy Two Tails. It really has been a long time since you've been back.
Yes, we were on the trailing end of the tour. We were ready to be back home, and by the gods, Gibbons, Grimwick, they did not deserve this end. Who is this man you are chasing? Who is this man that is putting us all in danger? Who is this man that killed our performers, that killed our family?
Valdrick's gonna kind of put her hand on top of his top hat and kind of like give him a pat.
He is comedically like 2 feet shorter than you.
Yeah, I'm 6'6", baby.
Yeah, he's about
tall girl now.
Maybe a foot and a half, so he's maybe like 5 something short.
Pat.
Yeah, pat. You don't need to worry about that. All I need you to worry about is Phantasmo, and do you trust me?
Of course, I trust you with my life. You've saved me countless times. This is, I would be not alive if it weren't for you and, Diamor.
And I'd never steer you wrong. So listen to me when I say, we are going to kill this man, and I shall not speak his name. But we're going to kill him, and I'm going to bring his head back, and I'm going to mount it to the front of Phantasmo Circus.
Well,
He'd be pretty cool on our head of our gate too, though.
That too.
hey,
Maybe just this once. I haven't decided yet. I'm definitely gonna skin him. There's gonna be a lot of dismembering that's gonna happen. You don't have to worry about that. All I need you to worry about is getting hold of a Twivel and doing as I've said, making sure that she is in charge and knows what has happened and is taking up the mantle.
I will summon her back to the Hollow after I have gone myself back to the Hollow. What else can I do? Is the Hollow under attack? I mean,
Baldric is exhausted by the trauma, but is gonna rehash everything that happened with Tommy Two Tails and the tiefling attack and all of the terrible things that happened
Oh
at
god, he hasn't
Phantasmo.
been. Oh Jesus. Can I just? I want to use the toe ring and mentally think towards Baldric and be like, can we just send him to talk to Diamor? I feel like Diamor should take some of this bullshit.
No, I just bleh at him, like almost just emotionless.
You said you're recounting. What exactly again?
The tiefling attack on Phantasmo and what happened to Tommy Two Toes and
Okay.
yeah.
Where? What are the dots that need connected? The tiefling attacks were in our place of living that should be secluded from anywhere in any plane of existence, and they've happened there. They happened here. This happens here. This could happen there. These creatures? There's dragons laying on in the sand. Does this have anything to do with the Sazfather? Am I worshipping an evil being, Valdric?
I don't think it has anything to do with the Sazfather, but faith is the fickle thing. And sometimes you're a 20-year-old girl working at a circus, wearing titty tassels, worshipping a god that really likes it when you drink a whole lot. And then suddenly you're 30, staring down the barrel of a pregnancy gun, about to birth evil into the world, and you start thinking to yourself, I just think maybe you should, consider other options for a DT, perhaps.
I don't understand. You spend all of this time convincing me to worship your deity, and convincing all of us to worship your deity, and look what has happened. There is...
This has nothing to do with the Sazfather. Nothing to do with the Sazfather. Though I will take the blame fully for convincing you. If it makes you feel really any better, I did at the time think that it was just a fun thing. And that's obviously not what it is. And I wish I had more answers for you.
I don't know where my head is at with the father of Saz, and I need a drink.
Yeah, that's valid.
He kind of goes back to the wagon. He doesn't check to see if you're coming. Kind of rummages around the room, if you were there watching. Rummages around the wagon, pulls out just a bottle of ale, nothing crazy or special, just a regular bottle of ale. Pops the cork. He's like spitting out this ale. And
is it rotten? Oh no!
And
I'm gonna
see this like necrotic blackness come up, and his eyes roll back, and he falls straight back into the wagon.
I'm immediately hollering for Solara.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Alright. You roll medicine, I guess. Jeez Louise. Come on, we're got other stuff to figure out right now.
Is this because we shit talked the Sazfather?
Probably. It could be 20.
If it is, I don't think he's making anybody rethink.
Not the best. It's a 16. That's with the plus 10.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, still. Pretty good number. You... Immediate assessment, he's not breathing. You, deduce that you could cast or provide a health potion and see if that would clear up his lungs, but his lungs have like almost as if like you're deathly allergic to eating fruit and you just chomp down on an apple and everything closes. His throat's swollen, but you do see that kind of the veins blackened from some sort of poison. With your 16, it's kind of curious reaction to what he called ale. You take a swab of the ale.
No, but
I mean, if you do. Taste.
Can I cast detect poison?
Oh.
Or disease?
Yes. I did not know that existed.
How fun is that, dude?
It's a level 1 spell.
Cast
It
it.
just kind of exists there. Okay.
You don't normally
okay.
need it.
It says for the duration, it lasts 10 minutes, so now's the time we're gonna be. But it just says I'll identify the kind of poison, poisonous creature or disease in each case.
Yeah, you will.
Okay.
Yeah, you will.
You detect poison.
Amazing.
There is no
That's funny.
poison. This
Oh,
Okay.
what a bitch.
Dude, it's okay. It's
this
okay.
liquid is not poison.
It's just old.
It's
just
I
normal.
think he questioned the size father.
Okay.
And
Son of a bitch.
it's a little.
Baldric, do you want to taste it?
Fuck.
It's okay.
Yeah, Valdric's
I know.
gonna like
Why don't
rub it on her tongue right quick.
your tongue. It's as if dropping.
While
like,
she does that, I'll pour some a health potion down his throat.
Okay, droplets of acid touch your tongue, and you're like anything to get it off. You don't quite swallow it like he did, so you're kind of spitting it out, but your tongue turns this old, decrepit color, and half your tongue is normal, and the front tip is like shriveled.
I'll give her the little bit at the bottom of the vial. I'll be like, hold your tongue out.
Okay, I'll allow it. Pimble stabilizes. He starts breathing, but is still unconscious. And Valdric, your tongue is numb. You cannot feel the front tip of your tongue, but the spreading has stopped.
So
This is
not
a terrible day.
poison, Not ale.
poison.
Not
Did it
ale.
also
Why
check
would
it's
it?
not
Is there
disease?
acid?
It's
Is
for
there
third
anything
the
like
sad
that?
father. It's the that father.
Okay.
You tried it, didn't
Alright.
happen
I
to
mean,
you.
it would be it's kind of sus.
I'm not
sus,
gonna
you know,
try.
that-
But also, I don't worship the Saz Father, so I don't know if he can do me like that.
I don't think you can.
So,
I truly, I don't think that he
Ooh.
can.
well, I guess it doesn't matter now. I said I could. Maybe I could have tried to purify it, but by praying to Kellenvor or something. But it's too late now. The damage is done.
I don't like that that's his response if someone talks about him that
Well,
way. though.
I don't know. This
Right.
is pretty on par
The
for him.
more,
He
the
thinks
more
he's
I
laughing
think about this,
somewhere.
yeah, the more this goes on, this relationship with the Saz father, the worse it really is. You know, again, that's
I'm
on
assuming
me.
nothing
Toxic.
happened with like.
That's
Literally,
on me. Yeah.
a
Yeah,
little bit
no.
toxic.
I was gonna suggest trying it, but I don't want to now.
Do you
Well,
believe in the
Kellenvor
Saz
would always
father?
be glad to have you.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
true
don't
that.
think Calliope worships the Saz Father. I feel like it's hard not to believe in him, but I don't think she would worship him.
Is Pimble just like out cold on the ground?
Yeah, he's stabilized and breathing, but it's like he's
Alright.
sleeping.
Yeah. Shall we
That's
look
a
up the map?
secondary issue. I'm gonna put the map on top of Pimble. All right. Okay. There's a lot happening. You know, I feel, I don't know about you two, discombobulated without Anya present. We need to find her immediately. I think the plan needs to be figuring out what the fuck is up with the obelisks. 1. 2, we need to
Yeah.
immediately go and get those rings.
Mhm.
We use the amulet of planar shifting. We pop on over to the first one. We use it again. We pop on over to the second one. We immediately go and we gank that son of a bitch. We bring the demon brothers with us. We don't let them off anymore because what the fuck were they doing? Just fucking jacking off as far as I'm
Literally.
concerned. Then I do fucking
We'll
fuck
turn
all.
our
So-
attention to that next. By the way.
Please hold. I thought the amulets for when we're trying to get down to the abyss, because we don't know how to get down to exactly where he is. That was what the amulet was for.
Can we not use it multiple times?
I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Chris. I'm not sure if you gave me a cooldown for that.
It does not have a cooldown like your Phantasmo things do.
Yeah, it's just I have to make an intelligence check with it.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Just an intelligence check.
Yeah, we can use it that often.
I'm just saying, that's our quickest way. We can't side quest. Who knows where Anya is, but that sounded like that man was going to sacrifice her. And
Yeah.
Anya's very, very strong. And seeing her taken like that was horrifying. And I feel like we have let her down. We need to get there as soon as we possibly can. And we need the rings. There's no way around it. We need to bring those buttholes with us and make them do the heavy lifting. And we probably need to just kill our way through.
Okay. Let's look
Any
at these
objections?
obelisks. No. We might want to double check for supplies in one of the cities, but that's about it.
I feel like we can go back for supplies once we've got Anya.
Well, we don't know where we're going in the abyss, and we might want...
Titty tassels? I'm just
Not
kidding.
titty
Trying to get a little
tassels.
bit of levity to the situation.
I
Alright.
know, but we might want to just grab some extra things because we don't know what we're going into.
You're right.
And I feel like
obelisks.
Anya would agree that it is better to be over-prepared than under-prepared when we don't know what we're going into.
I miss her sad little sighs of indignation and...
As you say that, Valdrick, like a true, interesting TV show, we switched to Anya, who is looking at the cabin door and sighs in indignation. She walks
Hey.
into... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Did you want to do anything else?
Before... The rings of telepathy, do we have to be in a certain distance of one another, or can they go through planes?
You haven't tested yet.
I want to test it out really quick. And
Yeah, I
just
feel like
think
that would have been
across
immediately what we
Screaming.
did.
and go, Anya, can you hear us?
Anya, you get a faint...
My POV.
We switched to Anya's POV.
Anya's POV.
As you put your hand on the wooden door handle of this log cabin, you walk up the porch, kind of tap your boots 1, 2, get the snow off. You go to turn the handle, and you get this faint sense of familiarity in this place that is unknown and mysterious to you. And you kind of faint, muffled, you cannot make out the words, but you know it feels like home to you. Feels, and you're not sure where it's coming from, but you're even more drawn into that cabin.
I'm gonna walk in. What the heck?
Okay. You
Walk in.
open. Oh yeah, let me stop the ocean because you're not at the ocean. You open the cabin door and you shut it behind you. You kind of shake off the shiver from the cold. It's warm in here. There's a fireplace crackling in this nice living room. It's kind of an open floor plan. There's a small kitchen to the right with a few pots and pans, a kettle over the fireplace, and a doorway to the left of you. Not a door, but just a door frame kind of to the left. It is lit. There's some regular sconces around. You're talking, but I can't. Yeah.
Hello?
There you
Okay.
go. I got you.
I'll go like kind of peek through the door and just
Okay.
see what's over there.
You peek through the door. There's a porta-john, you could say, a bathroom right in front of you. Another small room with a bathroom and a bath. There seems like this is a bedroom in this room. You kind of peek in, and at the opposite end of this room, more torch or sconces are lit, and there is a spiral staircase that goes up. There's a bed, pretty plain looking bed, just up against the wall that divides the living room that you're at with the front door and this small bedroom. Kind of peek in, see the bed.
Here, like anything that would tell me that anyone's in this cabin?
You said here specifically?
Yeah, obviously I'm not seeing anyone, so yeah, do I like hear like talking? Do I hear footsteps? Do I hear activity?
Make a perception check.
15?
You said 14?
Yeah.
Okay. Your sunblade hilt is a bit warmer now to the touch, kind of using it to guide you. You peek into the bedroom and you do hear a floorboard creak above you.
Gonna like well, I probably would have from walking in, but like my hand is casually on my
Sunblade.
near my sun blade, right? And then I'll walk stairs.
Up the steps, the spiral staircase. Okay, you get to the top of the steps, and it is a loft that overlooks this room. Overlooks it from the other side. So there's like a railing. There is a bookcase at the top of the steps. Most prominent thing you see kind of arched the ceilings that match, the outside where this platinum dragon was perched. Arched ceilings, a couple more beds, and a bookcase up on one of the walls. Yeah.
Going up here?
As you get to the top, there is like I said, this kind of loft area, but then like a kind of hallway that looks like to another room. And you see a humanoid figure walk across again. The wooden floor creaks beneath his or her feet.
Who the person is. So I'll walk. I'm not gonna call out. I'm not gonna be like stealthy, but I'm gonna like walk quietly.
Okay. You walk into that next room. It's just lined with more beds, and it's a small room. You do a quick scan, and there's no one. You check under the beds to see if someone just like hid under the beds. No one under the beds. You walk to the end of this room, and it's just a rectangular room. Excuse me. You get to the end, and there's nothing. The beds look plain. They don't appear to be any sort of like messy or slept in. So they're all made. Someone could have slept in them and made them, or they're just untouched. You're not sure. This room is dark. Do you You're an elf, right? You have dark vision, so you make out black and white features. This room does not have lit torches.
How many beds are there?
3 on each side.
Like single beds?
Yeah, they're about twin size. So you're kind of looking around. Just make a general investigation check. You're looking for this humanoid that you just saw. What is it? 17. It's hard to tell with your dark vision, like, other than black and white. You can't really make out colors or anything. You just kind of see, like, infrared. But you kind of brush your hand across one of these beds in your investigation, and it feels like you are stroking the back of Tiernan. It feels scaly. It feels like you're touching your armor, your bronze dragon armor. It's scaly.
The other bed feel that way?
You touch the other bed, it feels different, but also scaly. A little bit more rough, not quite as smooth, but you do feel like the scale pattern. And you look and you can see, even with your dark vision, the black and white, you can make out a pattern of scales.
I'm just gonna draw my stun blade, just see what happens. Like, I'm not attacking anything. I'm just gonna stand up.
Do you ignite it?
Yep.
Okay. You ignite it, and you hear faint growlings, kind of all.
Is it draconic?
Yes.
It's whispering to me.
It is overlapping draconic words.
Okay, so I would understand them, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It takes a minute because it's all overstimulation, especially in a language that is not your everyday speaking tongue, but one that you're very familiar with ever since finding the Sunblade. And you try to just pick out one of the voices and what it's saying. Brass, 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 copper, copper, red, red, white, white. And you kind of pick out, and it's saying colors. And different types of metals. Gold, gold.
Can I just pop out the amber bronze jewel that I got from the... Which one was that? I got it from one of the towers.
The bronze jewel.
The bronze obelisk.
The obelisk.
Yeah, from the bronze.
When you spoke to Vorasega in Lindhelm.
Yep.
You pull out the bronze jewel, and the second to last bed on your left glows. Everything is in black and white, and all of a sudden your dark vision kind of adjusts, and you see just regular vision, and it glows a bronze kind of color. And your jewel glows.
And you said there's 6 beds.
6 beds in this current room.
And this is the only room down this hallway, right?
Yep, it's just a room,
Okay.
kind of an A-frame ceiling, so you kind of have to duck as you are looking at the beds. A-frame ceiling, nothing at the back wall, 3 beds on each side. 1, 2, 3, so there's 6. I designed this with my cabin in mind, so you've been to my cabin. Picture that in your head.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to the bed that's glowing. And I guess try. I don't like I don't want to let go of the jewel, but I want to like place it down on the bed and just see what happens.
Okay.
But I'm gonna still hold on to it. I'm not letting go of it.
Okay. As if as you walk closer, you're still hearing the whispering draconic words, and you hear one more prominently than the other ones. Donastrix, Donastrix, Donastrix. And you put this jewel on this bronze bed, and like grabbing a chunk of dry ice and putting it on a surface, how it just hums and vibrates. That's kind of what it does, but it feels like it is drawn, and it kind of pulls from your hand, and you kind of grip it a little bit tighter, but still, maintaining your grip on it and just kind of letting it guide you, and it clicks into place on the surface of this bed.
So I'm taking it. I can't move it after that, right? It's like stuck.
It's kind of like a really heavy magnet. I mean, if you really wanted, you could you kind of test it, yank it back up, and almost like angrily, the voice that's saying Donastrix, Donastrix, like kind of angrily as you take it back, as if you just took the ring out of Bilbo's hand.
I'll just let go of it. I'll just see what happens.
Okay. Yeah, the voices calm down, and it
Just locks in place.
locks in place.
Okay. Bahamut, are you here?
Just kind of say that, and all the voices continue to mix together in Draconic, and you kind of hear a hush go over them. Complete silence in this A-frame upper loft of this cabin. And you hear from behind you, "My servant." You turn around, you see him in the doorway of which you just walked in. "Come." It's an older, just by the kind of build, it seems like an older gentleman. Still silhouetted, just shadow is what you see, but you see the hand kind of come, and the fingers are more like talons as they invite you.
And my sun blade's like pretty warm.
Yeah,
Hot, like,
it's
yeah.
I mean, it never gets boiling hot to the point you can't touch it. It's
okay.
more of like less physical and more like feeling.
Okay. All right. I'll follow him.
Okay. He kind of sidesteps to the left, and you follow him out the room. You walk into this kind of lower platform, this loft that overlooks the staircase, the spiral staircase that you just walked up. And he's not there. But you kind of take a look around, and you notice that this bookcase that was on this wall is the exact same bookcase that you saw in your vision when you touched the silver obelisk back in Vori. If you remember last season, touching the obelisk, you were the first one, I believe. When you touched the bronze one, you were kind of led down over top of this icy river, similar to the one that you were just on the shore of, face down in the snow, as you spoke to Vorasega and made a deal with him to get the bronze jewel. You're starting to kind of connect the pieces in your head. You see this bookcase that's like, oh my gosh, this is the bookcase from the silver obelisk. The books are arranged in a way that are nostalgic to you somehow.
Are there any books that stand out that look promising?
there's one book that does stand out. On the spine of it is a sketched picture of the hilt of the Sunblade with a beam coming up all the way up the spine. There's no words on it.
Well, I'll pull that book out and start reading it.
Okay. Before you get the chance to read it, you pull it out and it gets stuck halfway through, and you hear it click. And the bookcase slides to the right. And behind the bookcase is this ancient rock sigil. Kind of reminds you of Fateborn Manor, that sigil, that teleportation sigil that you guys, that the team had set up for you guys for teleportation, except the runes are obviously different. There are symbols that match your hilt. The symbol of Bahamut, or Bahamut, I think is the pronunciation. Bahamut and Tiamat, kind of yin-yanging, and there's a hole in the center. About
Is it blade shape?
It's about the width of my water bottle, which I'm going to take a drink out of.
I'm gonna just speak out loud again. Bahamut, do you want to explain any of this, or am I just supposed to figure this out? Is this like a test to see if I'm worthy to summon you?
Reki Shikai, Anya. The prophecy. You are the one.
Cannot hear you.
With this hole. Am I supposed to put the Sunblade in? Is this a me personal journey? Or are you here as my wise sage to guide me? Or I want to know what the vibes are.
Savdrev Persvektonash. Your instincts have led you down this path and have guided you to this point. Nomanokai Valakin. Do not disobey your instincts, Anya.
So stressful.
Oh, we're not. Okay, good. I guess I never. Well, yeah, I never extinguished my Sunblade. Does like the lightsaber part of it, does that fit in the hole? Is that how big the beam is? The beam of sunlight?
You kind of measure it, you eyeball it, and it looks like it could fit in the center. Like I said, it's the width of my water bottle, and your beam is about the width of a lightsaber beam, which is thinner than that, but
Okay, I'm gonna try putting the Sunblade, like I don't know.
I mean, you tell me what you want to do. Is that what, are you putting...
Yeah. I want to take the sun.
Say it with your chest, Charlotte.
And like put it in the hole. I don't know.
Put it in the hole!
Put it in
Don't
the
let go
hole.
of it.
You
To
take...
the hilt. To the hilt.
Huzzah!
You take the hilt.
Chris looks like he regrets everything.
No, this is so much fun to me. You go all the way. You don't feel the blade cutting through anything. It feels smooth, and just like the bronze jewel, it feels like it belongs as it clicks into place. There's two slots where the edge of the sunblade click in, and you realize, okay, and you start feeling it like move a little bit, and you realize you're able to turn it a little bit clockwise, and you start turning it.
Oh.
Valdrick, you're peering over the map that is laying across Count Pimble Lunacor's pudgy, unconscious belly.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm terrible at directions.
Yeah, normally we have Anya here, you know.
Ah, God, stop it.
Make
I
sure
can't.
we're going the right way.
Calliope, you
I
don't
You know,
hear,
I was
you
about
don't
to
hear a response
task
back.
her.
I don't.
You
God
don't hear a
damn it.
response back from Anya.
Okay,
Well, someone's gonna
Listen.
have to send a message to her at some point with sending.
Valdrick takes out a pen from her pouch, or a little quill, whatever. Honestly, no. Valdrick takes out one of her lipsticks from the pouch, pops the top, puts it on the map, and connects the dots between the
Could I just
obelisks.
doing that be like, could I give you a quill?
No.
No?
Never need a quill.
Okay. You know what, that tracks.
So where do you start with? Like, what
Do you want me to send you?
Yeah, sure, yeah. Let's see it.
Okay. Sorry, I have to scroll through 1,000 pictures of my kids. Give me a second.
Love it.
They're adorable, though.
Solara, during this time, so Cabris and DMR are also in this wagon. Again, these wagons are magical wagons. As you enter them, they open up into a bigger room. They're kind of there with you. Lilith and Arangelo are also wondering what the next step is. So you kind of have a crowd in here in the.
Gilmore's got balls. I
wagon.
thought that he would be elsewhere after, Valdrick punched him.
He seems like he wants to be near Valdrick.
He got smacked around a lot at the end of
Okay,
last
I guess
season.
I'll
Following
look
her
at
lead.
them. I'm gonna look at the brothers. Be like, so where exactly were you guys? What part of your plan, like, I don't really understand, like, what? Explain, please. Just explain. At least a little. You leave us hanging all this time.
All this time.
And what do you have to show for it?
My friend is gone.
Cabris, otherwise known as Vengeance, responds to you and says, "We were following the idiot, Tivit. He is as dumb as he is stupid.
We could have told you that.
But he
I think we did tell them that.
has the traits of a revenant. And a revenant is hellbent on revenge, finding the person who killed them. He was our guide. He is like a minotaur walking through a labyrinth, knowing which way to go at all times. The problem is, Solara, the Abyss is not like the 9 hells that are layered and structured and lawful, governed by evil archdevils who govern over each layer of the 9 hells. The Abyss is chaotic, it is massive, it is hundreds and hundreds of layers deep. 666 layers to be exact. There's no telling which layer does which. I have only been to, well, the ones where I trained with my father during the Blood War.
But you were just blindly searching?
Yes, not
Essentially.
blindly. We were following. It was the blind leading the blind, you could say. And we would get close, we would... I regret not keeping tabs on him. He left the vengeance overboard. Got tunnel vision. I'm done following the little twerp. I did not care to follow him. I cared to be here.
Well, I hope you both plan to come with us.
Our time in the abyss was not in vain. It was not for waste. We picked up on trails that my father left behind. You see, he did not stay in one place at the same time. He was traveling from layer to layer until we realized there was a pattern of his movement and what he was doing. He was traveling to the most unobtainable layers of the abyss. The ones, even the most powerful demons, more powerful than my brother and I combined, do not even know how to navigate to or even know anything about. These layers are fables at this point. But my father has allied himself with the Queen of the Githyanki, Queen Vlaakith. And as you found...
It's worse and worse.
It's really fucking unfortunate.
As you found in that journal, which, by the way, last session, Solara...
I was about to say, I was like, did we tell her about that?
Quick pause. You found... so Valdric, cried out to the Saz Father. There was no answer, and breaking through the silence was Solara, and you said, Valdric, I kind of found something as you were kind of searching the bodies. You found a journal on this, the supreme commander of the Gith, his lifeless body. You found this journal, and it was a war log. It laid out all his recent dealings, all of the recent combats, the casualties. I copy-pasted the whole thing in Discord if you would like to review it at any point. But it basically alluded to the fact that what you kind of read it out loud. You all have, this is all common knowledge at this point. The summary of it all is that General Debris, the father of these two demon brothers, has allied himself with the Githyanki, the Queen Vlaakith, much to some of the Githyanki's dismay. Some of the Githyanki seem not pleased by this. Some of the more lawful ones, such as this commander, he kind of laid out the fears that he has of allying with this demon. He's reckless in battle. Debris allied with Queen Vlaakith to help him in the great wars, the Blood War, against the devils of the Nine Hells. Little bit of lore I think you got on from Captain Drake about the Stones of Nagath and the war that's going on over the stones. Captain Drake has resolved that, supposedly, with the stones. But there's still the ongoing war. You also learned in the summoning of the 32 cows that Captain Drake serves Asmodeus, who you don't really know much about. Yeah, Asmodeus is like a really higher up, either devil or demon, as far as you know.
That's an evil guy.
Devil or demon, you're not sure.
You forgot the juiciest tea.
The anomaly, right?
Do you remember the anomaly from the Feywilds? The anomaly is Diamor and Cabris's mother.
I think we should have seen that. Now
They also have 4 brothers.
Do they know that?
Yeah.
Yes. We also said we met her. He got really uppity about it.
So,
and in our face.
Both of
which
them?
I don't approve
Or just
of.
one of
Yeah.
them?
No.
Mostly Diamor.
It's funny.
They spoke that they also have 4 other brothers who can have certain elemental powers. One wields the power of earth, water, air, and fire. And Cabris, as you've spent time in combat with him twice now, I think, maybe 3 times, wields shadows, kind of the element of shadows, and then Diamor wields lightning, the element of lightning. So kind of all these element features to these demons, which are kind of out of place for a demon. And the anomaly kind of was doing all sorts of stuff. All sorts of elemental stuff.
So fun that I got to meet their mom, though. Love that.
Did we learn that Diabris keeps the other ones in those jewels, or am I imagining that?
No, we did learn that.
I think
That's what we learned, is that he keeps them in those jewels on his chest.
Yeah.
either by deductive reasoning or maybe they told you, but either way, I think at this point you would have realized that essence, these brothers were controlling these Githyanki, and as you killed the Githyanki, their essence transferred back to
As we questioned why the other two were allowed to stay out.
And that journal told us how to get to, like, basically the gate to his realm, right? Am I making that up? The puzzle that we found, what was that connected to?
The puzzle... unless... I don't think I laid out... The puzzle is a puzzle. It may take some time. Or maybe you figured it out already. I don't know if I laid out.
I took a picture. Let me send it to you.
We figured it out.
Okay.
Yeah, we have our guess, at least, our first guess. Let me pull it up in the Wenches secret chat.
Because we sent it back with Latte, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there was a lot of stuff. Diamor got really uppity about us asking about his brothers.
He did get very uppity.
He got decked by Valdric. And by the twins.
He really got punched a lot.
Yeah, I think I smacked him at least once too, because he kept interrupting me, and I got annoyed.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, you have these puzzle pieces. There were, in this journal case, this pouch that you pulled out, you noticed these pages ripped, and they were ripped in a certain way, like as if intentionally. And so you kind of, I sent that prop on the plane to Charlotte, hid it in her corset, and she
in her corset.
It's crazy. And so you guys kind of put that together in Texas. In Texas. So, whatever you want to do with that.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. The map. First, back to that. Am I looking at this map and am I seeing any, like, if I draw lines from one point to another obelisk to see if there's, like, did you do that yesterday, Mina?
No. I couldn't get it to work on my phone. I can try again now, really quick.
Mine was really roughly drawn because I have really long nails right now and it's hard to draw lines on my little phone.
Oh god, this is really hard to see on a phone. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Am I seeing any, like, is this a letter in Draconic or in Sylvan or in Infernal? Is this a symbol that I would maybe recognize? I'm trying to make any correlation with the. I'm trying to figure out the obelisks on this map.
I mean, it kind of looks like the letter C. You know, it doesn't. No real symbols kind of jump out at you. It's hard to tell. It's yeah.
Valdrick just okay. All right. Listen. Here's what we have to do. I turned to Lilith and Arangela first. Finn was gonna wake up eventually. When he does, remind him of what I've said. He needs to summon a Twivel. A Twivel needs to be told of what's happened here, and brought to assist with taking over Phantasmo. It's important. Somebody needs to be in charge of all of those people.
Yep, I'd say that's a pretty good idea. I'm certainly not going to lead anyone anytime soon. Lilith? Lilith is just kind of in shock, and Arangelo as well. I never thought I'd see the day that we'd fight side by side. I'm still just... I wish the circumstances were better, Valdrick. It's hard to feel a sense of nostalgia and camaraderie in a time like this, but I feel like that's what draws us closer together. I had no idea that they had infiltrated the tent. You must believe me. I had no idea. I thought the attack had just started on the beach. I did everything I could.
I know.
I told Pimble to get lost.
Either of you.
I jumped to action. I had no idea that they had found a way in there.
I'm gonna pull them both into just a big hug, and I blame either of you. I think it goes without saying, we're being hunted, and you should keep safe. I don't know if it's better to stay away or to keep close together.
I would never leave my sister's side, but...
No. Not that. I'm saying in like a... I don't know if it's better to go back to Phantasmo or to just go into hiding separately, but I think we're stronger together. I think with a Twivel there, she could help to keep you all safe, whether it's here or in the Feywild, to be honest, and even if it's just for a little bit of time. And me, Solara, Calliope, I'm gonna like kind of wave over at Diamor and Cabris.
Mm-hmm.
Those two, I don't have time to mourn. We have to get our friend. We have to fucking kill that guy. I've never felt more bloodlust in my life. Makes me want to peel my own skin off, and I need to resolve that feeling immediately. He's killed my vibe.
Lilith finally speaks up and says, Valdrick, I've never seen you like this. This is almost animalistic.
Yeah, baby.
I can't say that I'm not displeased. Obviously, I want revenge too for what has happened to our family, but just be careful. We will get the Twivel. I've no worries that she'll be back. She's a fleeting spirit, but she is not stupid. I have no worry that we'll be able to get her. Mojo is a slippery little kitty cat.
Yeah, when you see him, really, if you could just pass along, really lay heavy onto the fact that this was a very traumatic experience, because I kind of maybe left him in the city of Brass after...
Pause. I'm sorry. You said the city of Sass, right? Like there's some sort of city where you were sassing people and left them right at the tavern.
Yeah, Yeah.
No.
I'm sure, Baldric, you did not just say that Mojo's secret home for him that he's been talking about this entire time is in the city of Brass.
Is there something wrong with that?
The city of Brass, there's... I mean, have you been there?
Listen,
It's
if you repeat that information to anyone else, that's on you.
Yeah. We're gonna go
Who?
back there, actually. It's on my list. We're gonna kill the guy that rules that place, and we're gonna take over.
Mhm.
We didn't like the way things were being run there at all, but we also kind of got banished a little bit from the city. Didn't really have time.
We're on the do not
till
return
Mojo.
list.
We are.
Did-
Another issue for another time.
And
Yeah.
Mojo, his role in all this, I'm sure he was the cause of it. That stupid cat.
Oh yeah.
He was just kind of. He was in the city
He left us really early.
when it happened, but he
We
did
got
very
ourselves
clearly tell
into most of
yeah,
it.
he very clearly told us not to do exactly what we did. If you could
We were
apologize on my behalf
tempted
and
by
tell him
temptation.
I will bring him so many fine treasures if he lets me keep all
So
10
many
of my
toes.
toes. Yeah.
Bring him toes. That's fine.
Both Lilith and Arangel at the same time go, toes.
Yeah.
It's literal.
Yeah, he'll know what it means.
You
You
don't
pass
expect
that
it
along.
to be.
You pass it along. It's gonna be okay.
You know, that does explain the time where he asked me if he could... Now, mind you, he was drunk off his little kitty cat tail. But he did ask me if he could have my toe. I told you this, right, Valdric?
Yeah.
This was years ago, but... He was drunk
Yeah.
after a show.
Don't give it to him.
I was...
At least he
look at that.
asked for
I was
it.
holding by the performance I do on the tight wire where I'm just on my toes and
Yeah.
coming across the line. For whatever reason, he saw that as an opportunity to ask if he could have one of my toes, which would deem my performance unusable at that point. I would not be able to perform that. Also, I'd like to keep all 10 of my toes, so I obviously said no, even in my drunken stupor.
Of course. As one would.
Which, by the way, after all this, we could use a drink. She looks at Arangelo. I think I have a
Maybe
stash
we
somewhere.
don't drink.
Kind of nods to Arangelo. I think there's a little bit left in that place in our wagon. Come on. Kind of nods to Arangelo.
Hold on. Through the touring of telepathy, I'm gonna say to Solara, I want you to have a health potion so ready. I just need to check something. And there's only one way to do it, and I know it's terrible, and I need you to just have a health potion ready. I'm gonna pull a flask of Saz out of my pack and hand it to Lilith and Arangelo. Have some of that. Just have some of that.
Kind of shakes it. I typically only prefer a secret stash. What is this?
It's some special brew from the Eggmeister Guild, and it's delicious. Almost tastes like chocolate, a little bit of chocolate, you know. It's so good.
It does smell very sweet, although a lot of sugar does. Although recently I've been drinking a lot and not having any sort of side effects at all. It's quite invigorating.
Well, that answers that question I was about to ask.
Yeah.
Kind of sniffs it. Lets Arangelo sniff it. Arangelo kind of takes it. Takes one. He starts joking. And his throat begins to swell up. You see the black creep up his
Here you
neck.
go. Here you go. Just
Okay.
taste
What
it
is
with
this?
It's how it's meant to be. Taste
You've
it with this.
killed
It has
him.
a crazy
Okay. No,
effect.
no, he's fine.
No,
He's
it's
fine.
meant
He's
to
fine.
be
He's
a
fine.
taster.
Okay.
There you go.
So, real quick, don't drink anything at all for until I tell you that it's okay to maybe do so again. Don't drink.
What
I'm
do you
so
mean,
sorry.
Drink? I have to drink. Wait, you've
The
killed him. Look at
no.
him. He's all.
No, he's fine.
Arangelo.
No, he's fine.
Starts smacking him.
He's fine. He's gonna take a little nap, and that's okay. Pimble's doing the same in the wagon. What I'm saying is, you can really think of like alcohol akin to acid at this point, and
You've
not the fun
poisoned him.
that will become. No, I didn't poison him. No,
it
Look
would
at
have happened
him.
anyways.
No. Listen, I knew it had to do with the Saz father, and I didn't know if it was because I had started questioning my belief in him pretty drastically, or if it was because all of the Saz father followers now alcohol was acid for, and it seems like it's that one because you didn't know about the questioning bit, and he's gonna be okay. But
Stop saying his name. Stop
I'm
saying
sorry.
that
I'm sorry.
This-
Everyone. Yeah.
You.
Yes.
We've spent weeks,
know.
months,
I know.
hours a day drinking and revelry and worship.
Yeah.
And you're now
Absolutely.
telling me hard pivot. Stop drinking. Stop talking. to
Yeah.
me.
Stop. Maybe take up West weed. West weed in small quantities can be fun as long as you're just smoking it and not boofing it. Don't boof it. But no more drinking for a bit until I say otherwise, because something terrible is happening, and I think it's because the Saz father has betrayed all of us. Really.
Maybe we do.
Me
stop
included.
saying the thing.
Okay. Yeah. He who must not be named.
Your god is a killer. He's
Yes.
our god.
He's
My
temperamental
god.
as all gods.
No, you can renounce him. Renounce him. In fact, Solara, I'm gonna push Solara forward. Solara's god just responded to a prayer to save our asses, and did successfully save our asses. So really proven that he is pretty great. And if you're looking for lore on that, I do have some hymnals to Kellenvor in my bag.
Praise
Ah.
Kalimdor.
I want to think towards Valdrick and through the toe ring. Be like, are we sure you should be telling them to renounce the Saz Father? We don't know what he'll do.
Well, then maybe they'll have the protection of another god, because how am I supposed to protect them?
I was hesitant in the first place to
I know.
follow this, and now you want me shopping. Like I'm in some sort of shop, browsing
No,
their
not a shop.
shelves, shopping for religion,
No.
shopping for gods.
No,
This
No.
is heavy stuff,
What if we
Aldrich.
just became an
I know. I'm so sorry. I wish I had time to really pick this apart, because I too am having a crisis of faith. Not that this is about me, but I'm really sorry. I'm so very sorry.
Arangelo stands up. I've had poison before. That was poison. Voldrick, you tried to assassinate me.
I tried to assassinate you.
I understand
It
you've got
was alcohol.
bottles and bottles
No,
of
no,
a bottle
no.
of this and a bottle of that and teeth hair and a
Oh,
teeth.
God.
But you've grabbed the wrong bottle, and
No.
whether you've attempted to or not, you've
No, I'm telling
tried
you.
to
Listen to
assassinate
me. All right, listen to me. I'm gonna pull out a health potion from my bag. I want you to take this for when you inevitably decide that you need to try this. One of you, make sure you don't, and then pop the health potion in the other one's mouth, and then you'll believe me, because alcohol's just a no-no right now.
I'm never
This is a
trying
no-no.
this again. I'm not an alcoholic. I have no problem never doing that to my body again.
Good.
That
I'm
was.
very pleased. Good.
I'm not pleased. My vocal cords
I
are
know.
in pain.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know.
We'll
I'm
talk
gonna
about
do
this
everything
later.
that I can. I know. I'm sorry. I'm
You-
sorry. I'm ashamed.
There again, we've got to prioritize here what is happening. There are some things that can wait to talk about. I don't even know what accent I'm doing anymore because it's just the poison has just messed with me.
It's not
Sorry.
poison.
I know
Right,
poison when I
I'm
drink
sorry.
it.
I'm
I've
sorry.
done it. I've tried to make myself immune to it before, and just little by little, and it
Don't know, but all right.
that was death.
No more of the drinking for a little bit. We're gonna go and we're gonna kill first the bad guy that did all of this terrible thing. And then, who knows, maybe we'll move on and start trying to slay gods. But right now we have to go and get our friend back because she's the one that wields the big sword.
I would say that's a good idea. Do you have any idea where to start?
Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna head over to Zephyros, the city in the clouds, the highest point of Waydora, Wind's Peak. That's the first place we're gonna go. I have a list. I have a list of what we're doing.
I've never heard of it. I trust you. Or Wind's Peak was the last stop on our tour. Obviously, the tour is over. Kind of looks back at the graves and says, we're going to pack up here. I'm going to maybe punch Pimble again, and then we will reconvene back at the Hollow. You tell me when you need me, alright? Wherever you are, update me, tell me what's going on, what you need from me, and we'll make it happen. As best we can. We have some damage control to do. The Twivel is not going to be happy at all that someone is headhunting her circus.
And I think that it would be great for her to come and protect all of you.
I'm worried sick that she is going to go on a warpath after finding out about Grimwick. And Gibbons, but especially Grimwick.
I don't blame her.
Well, you know how she is.
Well then, if you need me, we will be murdering people. Yeah.
I wouldn't expect anything else out of this version of Aldrich. I'm actually coming to like this version of Aldrich.
Yeah.
You're not bad with a sword.
You should have seen me with 7. I can't talk right now. We've got to go. I'm sorry.
I don't even want to ask about what happened to your 18th birthday gift that was given to you by the deceased. I'm not even gonna go there. And I'm assume this sword is on your person and that you didn't do something stupid to lose it. I'm just going to assume that it's with you and be on
The
our
sword
way.
is on my person. Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't believe you. And
I know,
will
it
at
is.
a later date.
No, the sword is definitely on my person. I can promise you that. Yep, every bit of it is on me. Anyway, we're going to yeah. I'm gonna give him another hug and I guess turn to Diamor and Cabris. You have successfully failed to do the thing that you were sent to do. Do you know how many things we did while you were not doing the thing that you were supposed to do? We did so many things, but I guess that's neither here nor there. You will now join us, and we're gonna go get the remaining 2 rings that we need, and we will go and kill your father. Gut our way through the abyss. This is truly the worst day.
Diamor finally addresses you after just kind of listening, and you hear a faint rumble, crack of thunder way in the distance. Someday, Voldrick, I'm gonna tell you what we went through and what we accomplished during the time that I was away from you. I don't have the time to explain the sacrifices we made, but I fully regret and I fully take responsibility for what happened on this beach. And for that I am sorry for what it's worth. I have been nothing short of absolutely horrible. Do you? And I've been wrestling with the fact that I have to face my father. And I think now he is not my family. These people, you, the circus is my family. Screw the blood war. Screw my father. He took my family from me on this beach. And he will not kill again. I'll draw his blood, and I'll do it by your side.
Right. Oh. Do we all look just bloodied, awful, rain red?
If we're wanting to use the amulet, we need to take a long rest anyways, because I need to attune to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
And next
soaking
have
wet.
22 hit points.
You do have a few wagons at your disposal to stay for the night. You do have your tiny hut if you would like to pop it up, however you guys want to do it.
Oh my God,
Today,
this
Chris,
amulet,
I would like to use rope trick.
Rope trick?
What
Yes,
does that
Chris.
mean?
though? Isn't that smaller than the tiny hut?
Oh my gosh.
No. Rope trick? Is it?
I don't know. I don't have it. I'm just asking.
No, it can hold as many as 8 medium or small creatures.
Oh,
And it's up and away. It's not even on the ground. Would you like me to read rope trick for you, Chris?
Sure, please.
Or you do that. Okay, never mind. Wait.
You touch a length of rope that is up to 60 feet long. One end of the rope then rises into the air until the whole rope hangs perpendicular to the ground. At the upper end of the rope, an invisible entrance opens to an extra-dimensional space that lasts until the spell ends. The extra-dimensional space can be reached by climbing to the top of the rope. The space can hold as many as 8 medium or small creatures. The rope can be pulled into the space, making the rope disappear from view from outside. Attacks and spells can't cross through the entrance. Blah, 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 blah.
And you long rest while using that bow?
So the rope extends, like you take a rope, it extends into the air, and there's a pocket dimension above
Yeah.
you? And you just climb up into the rope into a pocket dimension? What's in the pocket dimension?
I think it's just up to me. I don't think anything useful, but I get to decide what the space looks like.
Okay. Gosh.
Yeah, it's just an extra dimensional space.
I'll have to look at that spell later, but that sounds silly. As you, is it, is it like a verbal, like a 10-minute ritual? How's that go? Describe Baldric casting this.
It is an action, and it just requires a length of rope, a 60-foot long length of rope.
Okay.
Valdric is so tired, and everybody keeps talking around her and saying these really, like, meaningful things, and she's really haunted by the fact that Anya got taken, because in her mind, like, that's an untouchable foe. And so she's, like, for the first time, I think, in 5 seasons, a little bit scared. And she's afraid for the people that she's converted to the Saz Father. And she kind of rummages around, like, half-heartedly in her bag of holding and tosses the rope, just, like, lasso style, up into the air. And kind of just points at the invisible space above the rope and just says, "Up you trot. Up we go."
Go ahead.
Lilith and Arangelo look up at the rope, like heads in unison, look up at the rope. Heads in unison, look at each other like twins. And they both, like, have this massive grin on their face, and at the same time they point at each other and go, "I taught her that. No, I taught her that." And they start, like, doing this, like, play fight. Like, I was the one, you weren't there when I initially taught, I taught her the spell. You taught her the rope that and they start kind of play fighting.
And Valdric actually 100% doesn't remember which one of them did teach her that trick. I grab onto the rope and I shimmy up.
Alright, they continue to play fight while laughing and giggling and climb up the rope.
Has Tiernan come back?
Tiernan has not. Everything on my screen just froze. I think I need driver updates. So I don't know if I cut out my last sentence. But you have not seen Tiernan since he got up and flew that a ways. Valdrick, we did have like a mini-sode that was not on air about where Tiernan went, but...
Yeah, didn't he follow the... Did he follow the Red Dragons, or did he go back to...
He's supposed to go to Xander, is what Marlette told him to do.
That mini-sode that we did was so lore intense, and the dragon tales of it all really, like, took precedence, because that rocked my world a little bit. Does Valdrick know that? Is that all information she knows now?
I think I said that telepath.
I want to say, Solara is gonna look at the robe, and the last thing she wants to do at the end of this day is climb up a rope. So she's just gonna lay on the ground, or like wherever, and just go to sleep there.
Valdrick's gonna lean back and be like, "Okay, carry her. Put her over your shoulder."
No, I don't want to go in the pocket dimension. There's a lot of people up there. We're fine. We're
gonna huddle.
We're fine.
We're gonna cuddle together. I won't be able to sleep.
I'm going to sleep.
Switching over to Anya. Anya, you have the Sunblade in your hand. You turn the key, and you start hearing the gears shifting, and you smell this like sharp, like, oh my gosh, like this, like ammonia almost, like kind of takes you back, and again comes by your nostrils, and what you see before you starts fading and getting blurry, and you just feel kind of numb, and as if you're not there, fades to black, and once again and you shoot awake, back awake, except you are no longer inserting your Sunblade into a keyhole. You are staring at a ceiling. The ceiling starts to become into focus. You see a humanoid figure's hand with some sort of substance, maybe like some sort of small vial with some steam coming out of it, goes by your nose again, like you would seeing professional hockey players right before the start of a game, doing smelly salts before the game.
I'm just taking lines.
Anya, you come to abruptly. You are not in your armor. You are not holding your hilt. You're not in anything. You are actually stripped, butt naked, and chained to some sort of mechanism. All arms, legs chained, and you're staring up at the ceiling.
No!
And you kind of hear some metal on metal, maybe kind of scraping together. And you look around. You are in not this cabin. It's still pretty cold. You are in some sort of circular room, stone walls, stone ceiling. You hear the faint cries or whispers or something from some sort of creature or creatures in a chorus together. Like I said, you're in a circular room. You take a closer look at these walls, and the walls are made of these black bones. You hear a faint drip here and there in the background. And you hear a voice speak to you. Good. You've survived. Do you know where you are?
I'm not in. Where were we?
You were on the beaches of the Azure Sea.
I'm not on the beach anymore.
Observative. Well, I'll be glad to report I didn't kill you. Of course, it wasn't I that nearly ended your life. Oh, Anya, welcome back. You are in the Sepulchral Crucible, in the realm of Orcus, otherwise known as Thanatos, the 113th layer of the Abyssal Plane. Let me explain what is about to happen to you, Miss Yanosik. Not the pain. You know the pain. I mean the process. You see, the Abyss does not merely punish the body. It teaches. Every scream, every breath you draw between sobs is a lesson. Each answer you withhold, a failure. The General has kept you alive this long simply because you have information that he needs. I will ask you a series of questions to which you will undoubtedly and heroically refuse to answer, and that is when the pain starts. The pain will stop when I get the answers I need, or until you die. Are we clear?
I'm assuming that you being here, you're teaching me lessons with stupidity.
We haven't begun our lessons yet. You are only stupid if you refuse to cooperate. I know you're a smart girl. I've studied you.
Creepy at all.
Well, not watched you. That would be very creepy, wouldn't it, Tanya? No, I just know things here or there. Doesn't really matter how I obtain the information. What matters is how I use it. And I intend to use it to receive information back.
Here's another question for you.
Go ahead.
These chains, do they look like normal chains?
Yeah, I mean, they feel normal. They're a bit cold to the touch. Just make a overall perception check. I didn't really make you roll for the scene, but just to see if you can gather a little bit more information about what's going on.
24.
Okay, 24. While she's talking,
It's a she?
It's a she. It's a woman. I mean, I'm not a woman. I'm trying to do a high-pitched voice without it sounding like Mickey Mouse, but she hasn't come into view yet. You've only seen her arm. Kind of a grayish arm from what you've seen with holding this vial. It's kind of got like a bracer on. But during her talking, you kind of are just looking around, gaining your bearings, and you are kind of starfish chained, naked. You realize, I mean, that you are naked. There's really no way to cover up in this position that you're in, but you do feel that your toe ring is still on your toe for whatever reason. Any other jewelry that you have is still on if your ears are pierced, you know. You look around and it's hard to kind of look around and really see everything. You can only kind of see a little bit. It's very straining to lift your head up. You are very battered and beaten. You do not feel as good as you did in this vision that you had right before you were awoken. But these chains that are holding you are cold, not just like physically cold, but they remind you of the coldness that you felt when being slashed and grappled by Diaverse's weapons. I don't know if you've ever tried to find out before.
That's scary. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you've.
All right, I want to do two things. One thing I want to do is I want to try to speak my toe ring. And I'm just want to say 113th layer, 113th layer, just over and over and over again. And that's going to be my centering with whatever pain comes next. Is I'm just going to keep saying that telepathically into the toe ring, 113th layer, 113th layer. Then I would like to summon my sunblade to my hand because I'm weapon bound to it. I have a weapon bond with it. So I like to summon it to my hand, and then if I can like twist it all, try to like cut the bone around, whatever it's attached to, cut the chain, do something. Is what I would like to do.
Okay. Interesting point of order.
Summoning the Sunblade is a sick move.
And
I was like,
it's-
wait a second. I'm pretty sure I can teleport it to me. And I can't be disarmed of it unless I'm incapacitated, which I was knocked out. So, but
Is
if it's
that
on
a
the same plane of
fighter ability?
Yes. Yes. It says if it is on the same plane of existence, you can summon that weapon as a bonus action on your turn, causing it to teleport instantly to your hand.
Okay, so it doesn't just like fly. It's like Misty Step
Nope.
where it teleports.
Yep.
If it's on
Yeah.
the same plane of existence.
Fly would be hilarious though.
Wee!
Whee!
Mm.
It would be a lot more noticeable, though.
That's true. And then no matter where they take it, as long as they don't figure out. I mean, it's either that or I wait until she gets close enough and I just stab her with it, teleport it. Stab it.
This is a very interesting point of order.
Yeah, you like that?
Okay. You, as she starts speaking and gives this information to you about the layer, you immediately start into the toe ring over and over and over again. You also spend a bonus action to teleport the Sunblade hilt to your hand, and suddenly your hands are free. There's just the metal grip around it. It's very tight. It's being in this position a while. You kind of have this range of motion. It's not like this. It's like this. But it does appear in your hand. And you said you're trying to cut the chains?
That would be my first. Like, I'm thinking I can. Well, I don't know. I guess trying to hit something, or like if I can cut like around the bone of like what my chain's like attached to the wall type thing, so I'm like this.
Yeah, you're actually not near any walls. You're attached to something. You can't really look down. I guess being in this position, you can't really like look down or anything. You can look to the side and you see that you seem to be in some sort of it almost looks like a big cauldron. You can see the inside walls of this iron.
Just slice whatever I can with
Okay.
my sword. Whatever I can reach, whatever movement I can.
Alright, so it takes a bonus action to summon. It also takes a bonus action to ignite the Sunblade, technically. So that would require you have to wait 6 seconds. During that 6 seconds, gives this person enough time to react. and she is going to react by trying to restrain that arm or that hand with some of her equipment that she has. In a flash, you see this hooked, like scythe kind of looking instrument. She has two of them, and she tries to kind of like make like an infinite symbol and hold your wrist in place. And this is finally the first time that you see this creature, humanoid creature, decrepit-looking, gray, drooping, dead-looking skin, thin, black hair comes down, red, piercing eyes, with just this mischievous grin, tattered kind of leather armor that she wears, and she kind of tries to hook you. So I need you to make a grapple check. You are technically restrained. This is kind of a weird moment. There is going to be a penalty to your roll. And I'm going to look at... Let's see... You're restrained. I would say you're also grappled. Okay. We'll say you get disadvantage, but this will be a grapple check. Of strength. You're going to try to see if your wrist has more strength than both of her arms combined. She does look relatively thin, so...
You can do it, Anya!
Disadvantage strength check, because it's a grapple contest.
Okay.
18.
18, okay. Shoot, now I have to look up the stack block because it's very close. Very close. I do have a stat block for this creature, so I'm going to defer to that. I rolled a 17 on the die. Based on the stats, that becomes a 19. She is able to, with her scythe, kind of hold your wrist in place before you're able to ignite the blade, though it's in your control and you're bound to it.
Okay. Where's she standing?
She would be...
Is she close?
Oh, she's leaning over the cauldron, like leaning over you to do this, I would say.
So, like, if I were to hypothetically ignite it, would it just, like...
Well, you're like this. If you were to ignite it, it would ignite parallel to the ground, about. So it would ignite horizontally, not vertically. But the way that she grappled you is restraining you from igniting it, is what her attempt was, because she seems to...
I can't even move my thumb to ignite it?
No. We'll say the scythe is like pinning your thumb to a different part of the hill. That was kind of the whole point of the 6-second wait. Gave her time to react.
I misty step?
You can try.
Alright, I'm gonna try to misty step. Or, no, she's probably immune to fire damage. Yeah, I'm gonna misty step try it.
Okay. Make a Make an Arcana check.
Eight.
18? Okay. As you go to teleport, you feel a surge of pain in both your ankles, both your wrists, shoot down into your body of this necrotic pain that is some restraining you even harder now that you've tried to, by magical means, get out. Your Arcana check tells you that there is some sort of governor, barrier, magical barrier that's preventing you from using that magic. And while your bound weapon was somehow able to break through that, you are not. You did get a full rest, but you are going to take 15 points of necrotic damage. So you can go back to max and then subtract 15. You're also 2 points of exhaustion in. We're using 6th edition rules for exhaustion, so that just means a -2 to all your checks. So really, kind of your restraint was at a -2 anyways, but either way. So your Arcana check is a 16. So keep that in mind. So she catches you, sees you try to misty step away, and says, you think we weren't ready for your antics, Miss Janosik? Now we're going to remove the blade from your hand, and you're going to answer the questions. Or perhaps we put you to sleep, and we make sure that the blade is unobtainable from your powers. How would you like to play this? You're talking, but I can't hear you.
You can certainly try.
She looks at you with her red piercing eyes down at you. Where are the remaining obelisks?
Don't know. I've been there.
Make a deception check, because you've been to 2.
You answered that so quickly.
He said remaining. I'm telling the truth. She said, where are the remaining ones? Don't know, haven't been there. The remaining ones to me are the ones that I've not been to yet. Don't know, haven't been there. Telling the truth.
Would you roll?
I didn't roll because I'm telling the truth.
It's a half truth, because you've been to 2. You haven't been to all of them, so it's half truth.
Oh,
2/10 of a
11.
truth.
11. I rolled.
Okay. Is that -2 with your exhaustion?
Wait, everything's -2?
Everything. You're exhausted.
No, it's not.
Okay. I mean, she still is going to roll 12 on the die, so kind of a half smile perks up on her face. She kind of just says, And where did you get the sunblade?
Stumbled upon it.
Stumbled upon it. Where, Miss Janosik? Where did you stumble upon it?
Somewhere in the woods.
She tightens the grip even a little bit harder, and a drop of blood begins to form on your thumb knuckle. You received a prophecy from the prophetess. What was it about? Enlighten us.
Actually, it was a little repetitive of other prophecies that have been given about me. not very original.
Well, how bland was it? Do tell.
Rather not. Seems you already know.
If I knew, I would not be asking these questions. I know you're withholding much more information than I am even inquiring about, Miss Yanosik. As one might say, the tea is piping hot with you. And you may feel some heat yourself soon if I do not get the answers that I would like to receive. So before I make you unconscious, what was the prophecy about?
Can I attempt to get out of my grapple with my thumb?
She has tightened the grip. It's gonna be another disadvantage, but I'll allow you to make a roll. With the thumb, it's gonna be dexterous. It's gonna be a dexterity check. Yeah, yep. Them's the specifics.
I have a strong thumb.
Yes. But it's dexterity.
Oh, fine. Is this a saving throw?
No, this is a check because this isn't happening to you. You're attempting to do something.
Frick, I rolled a nat 20. That sucks.
Hmm.
The other one's a 15 plus 3 is 18 minus 2 is 16.
Okay. She rolled a 19 on the die.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so she tightens the grip even more, and at this point you will take 1d4 piercing of just how tight she's going. I rolled a 1. 1 piercing. And at which point she looks at you and kind of stares at you hypnotically.
My eyes. Not look.
She casts sleep on you. As an Eldritch Knight, I don't think you have any rebuttal, but
It's different than being charmed, right?
yes, sleep is. Actually, I think I have to make a roll based on your hit points. I guess I'll pull up these specifics. I don't want to just make you fall asleep. I guess I'll follow the rules of the spell.
Follow it being dexterity, not strength. Yeah. 'Cause I
Okay.
would have won that.
Oh wow, this is a lot of dice. So basically, I roll a bunch of dice based on the upcast of it, and if I get equal to or higher than your hit point total currently, not your max, but your current, then you fall asleep. There's no damage done. Depends what spell level I cast it at. I'm trying to think. Her stuff. $17d8, which I think even still you stand a pretty good chance of withstanding. But this is an upcast at a level 7.
I think of 191 is what you're trying to reach.
Okay.
You have almost 200 HP.
Yeah, my regular is too. And I still got freaking knocked. I'm so mad about it.
That is double my hit points. It's more than double my hit points.
That's why you can cast Fireball.
That's so true.
81, not even close. So you feel a little drowsy, but you shut your eyes real quick and shake it off. As she looks at you, and her devious smile kind of turns to a snarl. Well played, Anya. It seems we have a predicament here. What do you expect is going to happen? How would you like to play this?
You've been telling me what to do thus far. Did I spoil your plans already?
You're just delaying the inevitable. I have literally an eternity. I can do this for the rest of your pathetic mortal life.
Bring it on.
I think that's a good place to stop. It is 12:50. Yeah.
Anya being tortured in the abyss makes everything so much worse.
Yep.
Still
Uh,
with a 13th layer. I'm just still constantly mentally shouting that down to telepathic.
Baldric is reenacting that scene from SpongeBob, with SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs, and it's like their spirit energies in the sky, and they're singing about a grill is not a grill. Yeah.
Fries will be fries either way.
Well, she's dreaming of. Anya sings back to her.
Speaking of the toe ring, before we conclude, Anya, can you roll a d20? And I will roll a d20. I have rolled my
What are
d20.
the odds? What are the odds?
1 in 20.
Do I add anything?
You don't
to
add
it?
anything, straight whatever it is.
On 3, you both say what the number is.
Alright, someone count off. That's not us, and we will say it.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
6.
8. Ah! No! It's brutal!
Can I retry that? Because that's just gonna be my inner monologue.
Isn't that
Wait.
good? She got
so
an 8, you got a 6.
8. You said 8, I said 6.
Yeah,
At which point,
it's a good thing.
all y'all, Solara, Calliope, Valdric, hear loud and clear, little more farther away, like at the back of your mind, but you hear 113th layer, 113th layer, and you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You are being bombarded with information.
Didn't catch the rest of that in real time, so that was just Charlotte and Anya together. Some apocryphal something, 113th layer of abyssal flame. That was all I got from. So that was a little real life. So
Well, that works because we can poke the boys about what the 113th layer is.
And an apocryphal something.
Well, she's only sending 113th layer to us.
113th layer, 113th layer, 113th layer. Fact.
Yeah.
I have to go to bed immediately. I love you guys so much.
Great cliffhanger to end on.
Yeah.
Thank you
So
guys.
fun.
Yeah.
Until next
That-
time.
I loved that. Love where this is setting up and going. Love the murder in our future, and hopefully it doesn't include Anya.
Wow. Me too.
Hopefully she doesn't die. That would be the worst.